Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Scorpio is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. These readings are totally free. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Scorpio, that the most important part of any tarot reading, if I can get one card, is you. And it is the universe card, the world card. I feel like you're somebody who is, you're starting to figure out what your place is in the world, you know? I think you're coming to the end of a long journey where you are kind of, you're settling in to your life, you know? I think that you are beginning to realize a lot of the manifestations that you've been focused on. A lot of your labors are coming to fruition, okay? And it may have taken a long time. I feel like we are coming to kind of the end of a journey here, you know, the end of a larger cycle in life. And I think we're looking around and we're appreciating where we've been and what we've been through and where we are. And maybe we're getting kind of excited for the next journey too. I feel like you're somebody who is you're not usually a patient person. I feel like you kind of like you're prone to anxiety a little bit. But right now I feel like we're trying to just kind of sit back and take it all in. We're not in a rush to get anywhere. We're kind of just we're existing here in the universe, and I think we're feeling quite blessed. I think the universe is holding you right now and supporting you. And I think that you're trying to acknowledge that and realize that. To me, it feels like we're not striving for anything. Feels like we're appreciating. You know, we're appreciating what we have right now. I think that you are witnessing the unfolding of your destiny, and you're seeing your universe being built up around you. It's like in real time we're seeing things like growing and becoming, you know. You're the magician, and this is your reality. Let's put this card into a little bit of context. I like this. I feel as if, I feel like there's kind of tears of joy here, okay, about something. There's the sun. There you are. You are the radiant sun, right? The sun is what is underneath the magician's outfit, right? So you're the sun in the universe. Cosmic perception here. You are a star in the night sky. You've accomplished something, okay? And it's time that you recognize that, and it's time that you feel the warmth and the pride and the love and the beauty and the joy. Yeah. We have a Knight of Swords. We have a Four of Cups. We've got a Princess of Pentacles, yep. And we have a Two of Swords. There's no fire here except for the fire of the sun itself. Okay. You're being supported by the universe. You are a radiant star in the night sky. The Princess of Pentacles is saying that your destiny is about to be fulfilled. Okay? That something is ready to be manifested into the world through you. Yeah, we're coming to the end. I'm starting to get choked up here. Path of the Serpent. We've got the Devil. We've got the Princess of Wands. We've got a Prince of Wands and a Prince of Pentacles. Well, I can tell that you're getting back to the act. You're getting back to it. So we can move ahead. You've got the Devil energy too. So I feel that like you're realizing your purpose. You're realizing your destiny. Your destiny is here. Okay, and this is kind of a moment where we're sort of having a spiritual experience here. We're kind of floating in this universe. And we're having this kind of this experience of awe, and wonder and magic and feeling as if we are literally like a star in space, And this is a kind of mystical or magical moment where you're realizing your purpose here, and you're realizing that you are becoming the best version of yourself, and you're creating your reality. I think we're in love with life. We're in love with being alive. Yeah. And then we come back down to earth, and we are ambitious. Fire and earth again over here. See, now we've got, over here I said we're not ambitious. We're just we're basking in the universal energy and the universal love, right? That we're not really doing anything. We're just floating here. We're just floating here, right? Realizing that we have been born into this universe. And over here we have like literally all the ambition that we didn't have here, but now we have it over here, right? So you got both sides of the coin. I think that's fantastic. Let's do select a mystery card here. This is a bonus card, confirmation card, a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it right here with Mr. Tao, the yin yang duck. We're not going to look at that card until the very end. It will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading, okay? If at any point during this message you feel like you might know what that card is, put your prediction in the comments down below. Now, let's look around the room one more time. We've got major, major, major. Okay, so 3 major arcana energies. We have fire. We have a little bit of water. We get a little bit of air, and we've got earth. Mostly fire, earth, and the major arcana. Even the sun and the universe is sort of a fire and earth energy, right? This is cosmic fire and the cosmic earth, the mother energy of the universe itself. So you have the ultimate power of manifestation. This is even better than an Ace of Wands and an Ace of Pentacles. This is like you are the cosmic fire manifesting this cosmic reality. This is the ultimate electrical circuit of creation, fire to earth. This is the highest octave of manifestation. Manifesting literally the universe, okay? And that's kind of a crazy realization. That's kind of like this, that's a really, it's a prophecy to me, right? It feels like this is taking you beyond yourself. Okay, that's an understatement. There's no way to overstate the significance of this. The highest octave of manifestation, fire to earth, electrical circuit, right? It's, wow, it's really nice. We've got just a little bit of water in the background, too, okay? And to me, this feels like it is it's a stability. Okay. Now, I feel like you've been having a lot more dreams lately. I feel like you've been having literally like dreams that just seem wild. Like dreams, almost memories of you being someone else in another place, in another time, maybe on another planet somewhere. Like I feel like your dreams are really getting out there, And I feel that it's been a revelation for you. I feel like your journey has been really one that you could write a whole series of books about it. Maybe you are. Maybe that's what our Two of Swords is in the future position here, saying, you need to tell somebody. You need to write this down, I feel like you're manifesting from a very stable place. We're not being ruled by our emotions, but we're still feeling our emotions, We have the Four of Cups, which is there was a time in your life where you weren't quite sure about what to do. You weren't sure whether you wanted to go and try anything big. I think there was a time where you refused the call to adventure. You kind of said, no, I'm going to stay here where it's safe and warm, cozy. The sun and the universe are it's the ultimate adventure, the ultimate hero's journey. Right? That you are this radiant sun and you're out here in your cosmic orbit going through the universe like a star, And I feel that For you, the universe wasn't always a warm and loving place. Okay, if we kind of take away the sun card there, we kind of have a world that is cold, a world that is indifferent, right? And it's that kind of indifference that makes us feel like it doesn't really matter what I do or where I go, right? If the universe is infinite, everywhere you go is the center of the universe. So it's almost as if you can't really go anywhere. As much as you might travel in one direction, you're still equally far from the other direction. So it doesn't really matter, you know? Sometimes the universe can be this feeling of listlessness. I'm just floating around. I'm like a feather in the wind. I'm like a cork on the ocean. I'm floating through outer space with no jetpack. You know, just no ability to control my direction. No rudder, no thrusters, no force of any kind, right? And so sometimes we feel like the universe is this cold and lonely place and we're just floating here, doing nothing, with no ability to do anything. Okay. But somehow you took a risk on yourself. I think that I don't know what the catalyst was, but something sparked a fire in you. And you realized that you are this radiant sun. And you have something to offer the world. I think that you faced your fears. I think you processed I feel like you did a lot of inner child work, something along those lines, right? And we sort of got out of our little bubble, and here you are bringing the fire to this cold and empty universe. The warmth of the star, right, is bringing life to what could be perceived as just a cold and lifeless kind of universe. So I think that you've remembered that you're the magician. Yeah. Sometimes the Four of Cups makes me feel like we kind of forgot who we were at some point. Yeah. Sometimes we forgot. There was somewhere along the line, down the line or whatever, we lost connection with ourselves. Okay. And I think we're realizing too that this manifestation is not about control. Right? It's co-creation. That the sun cannot exist without the universe cannot have life without the sun there. So I think you're realizing your importance in a way. But there's still a humbleness about you. Okay. With the Princess of Pentacles up above here, I feel like something is really about to happen for you. Big time. I think that something is ready to be born into the world through you. This card is like pregnant with something, okay? We can see that the green, verdant energy is just about to spring forth. Something major is about to happen. I feel like your destiny has arrived, okay? And I feel like it is going to be a moment where we just sit back and we just think, gosh, is this really happening? Like, is all this stuff real, you know? I don't know what this is exactly, if it's something creative or if it's about, I think it's about your entire life. I think this is a mystical experience for you. This is a spiritual awakening. And I wonder if you're if you've been through that process of maybe recapitulation. I feel the Four of Cups in the background here is very important because it's something that it's some intentional experience. Maybe it's like a purging, it's some kind of a catharsis or a recapitulation that has allowed you to sort of be reborn. Yeah. I almost feel like the sun here is I kind of feel like something's emerging from the cosmic womb here. I wonder if you're being reborn. And I wonder if that's what's kind of coming through this Princess of Pentacles. If it's literally like the this birthing process that's been really a long time coming. Sometimes this universe card is saying, like, I don't know how many eons have passed, but the time is finally here. I feel like you've been waiting for something for a long, long time. And it's arriving. Okay, it's arriving. Down beneath the surface, you have a Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is, well, both of these I think are very important. It's the decision making. It's kind of saying that we trust our decisions almost explicitly. Like there's no doubt that arises in your mind anymore. I kind of feel like you've got this cosmic perception, this clarity about you, where you can see past, present, and future. I feel like you've had a lot of the memories and things, right? The dreams. I feel like that's like past life stuff, okay? Because I feel like with that Sun card, you have this clarity of past, present, and future, but like distant future, distant past, like lifetimes, you know? And I feel like you are operating from this place of almost precognition. I kind of feel like you sort of can predict the future a little bit, you know? And I think maybe it's like not years and years beyond, but you can predict like moment to moment, day to day kind of things. And it's like, it gives you this trust in yourself that you kind of know what decisions to make, just like little things, like you know when to pick your glass of water up off the table because the dog was about to knock it over. It's just like you know things. You know what I'm saying? Like little simple things. It's in the movie Poltergeist, where Carol Ann is giving yarn, the third one, or second one, where she's giving yarn to her grandma. And she just knows, she knows what color to hand her. And she knows where it is. It's not anything big, huge, like I'm predicting, these big events in the world. It's just like the subtle things, right? The things that nobody really is going to notice unless they pay attention. But I feel like it's indicating this your trust in your decisions and in your movements. It's the way that you might change lanes on the freeway for no apparent reason because you're avoiding that other car that was just about to swerve into you. It's like little things like that, right? And I think that it's a spiritual awakening for you. The Two of Swords is kind of more of that as well. It's saying that we're trusting the intuition more than we're trusting the logical mind. We're not trying to reason it out. We're not trying to sit there and calculate, well, by the look of it, that car over there is going to swerve into my lane. I can predict that. I can calculate that. I can run the numbers, and that's what's going to happen. I feel like we're bypassing that. And you're following this kind of intuition. It's almost, we're just following our natural orbit. It's spontaneity. It's almost a wu wei, right? I think that you are, in a way, kind of becoming one with the Tao, So I feel like you're having a cosmic spiritual experience of union, but also of the interactivity between you and the cosmos. Like you feel that connection. Right? So the Two of Swords is about your choices and the way that you make decisions. Not from ego, not from the logical mind, but from intuition. Okay. Now, on the path of the Serpent, we see some interesting stuff with the devil energy and all this fire, right, and the earth energies. I feel like this is a calm, peaceful kind of, I don't know, an enlightened sort of Zen-like energy. Then over here, it's like, okay, devil energy. Where's the mountain? Because I'm ready to climb a mountain. I feel like we're getting fired up for something. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. These readings are totally free. Okay. The devil is the engine of the car. It's kind of like saying, I may have this enlightenment, but it's the old adage. Before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. But something's different about it, I feel that this is the awakening of your true will. This is a union with your true self, God, goddess, deity, okay, guardian angel. You're having that kind of a almost religious experience, okay? And now the only thing you have to do is do your will. Now we realize we're here in this human existence and we have to do the thing that we're here to do. I feel like there's been a shift in your motivations. This card is asking us what motivates us. Are we motivated by pleasure? Are we motivated by fear? Are we motivated by aggression? Or are we motivated by necessity, by the natural orbit of our star? Yeah. Are we motivated? What is driving us? Why are we doing the things we're doing? Because I want to create something, because of my pleasure, because I'm scared of not doing it or doing something else or whatever? Or are we doing what we're doing because it's natural to who I am? The sun, is gnosis of self. The sun, each of us are a unique sun. Each of us have our own composition, our own light spectrum kind of thing, our own qualities, our own shape, our own size, our own heat, and our own radius and our own orbit. Okay, and so this is a full self-awareness, a clarity about who you are in spirit. Okay, and then the devil is, of course, that driving force. It's why does the sun shine? Why does the painter paint? It's not out of fear, right? It's not out of it could be out of I just need money, right? The painter paints because they're a painter. What else would you do? The sun shines because it's a big ball of fire in the sky. It can't help it. So I think the devil card is you really realizing that you're put on this earth for a reason, because you are a particular configuration of energies, and this path is what is natural to you. This is what you are supposed to do. You're following the Tao, And that allows you to act spontaneously and live courageously. Princess of Wands, in your relationships, in your environment, the way you interact with the environment is creative, is exciting. It is you doing things that feel natural to you, and it's not there's not anything holding you back. See, we're not hesitating from pursuing what interests us. You're dancing with the tiger here, because you are the tiger, and you are the dancer, and you are the energy between the two. So I feel that there's no calculation in your moves anymore. There's just flow. There's just pure awareness and pure energy to you. And I don't know what happened. I don't know what that Four of Cups really is, but maybe it was maybe it's some inner child stuff. Maybe there's something that we let go of. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we let go of who we thought we were, or maybe that's us letting go of fear or something like this. Because now we're living spontaneously. And now we are kind of living, you're having the experience that you are on the cutting edge of the universe, right? Your consciousness is at the very frontier of consciousness. Everybody who's alive right now, who's conscious right now, is at the cutting edge of the universe. We're at the edge of the universe right now. Right? Every moment that we're conscious, we're pushing the edge of the universe further and further out. Yeah. This feels like a very creative energy. Feels very free. Feels that we're uninhibited. It feels that you are dancing through the streets, because it's natural, but not because someone told you to, not because I think that's what I should do, not because we're not dancing in the street because we're scared to dance in the street. We're acting and living spontaneously in a way that's natural to us. And it may be impulsive. It may seem like we're taking risks. Yeah. Yeah, we are. We're not playing it safe. Maybe the Four of Cups is we're playing it safe. This is the boat that doesn't want to leave the harbor. This is the sailboat that's not sailing. This is the painter who's not painting. Okay. I feel like you're engaged with life in a way that you've never been engaged with life before. Okay? You feel your life's purpose being fulfilled in all of these moments. There's a vibrant energy in you. There's an excitement. Yeah, and I feel that it's contagious. I feel like people around you are inspired by you. Now, the princes. We have the lower octave, right? Fire and earth. Maybe I should put it higher and lower. Fire and earth, cosmic fire, cosmic earth, cosmic act of creation, human act of creation. Okay? So it's kind of, we're having this macrocosmic experience, and it is reflecting into a microcosmic reality for you. Okay? So I feel like your soul is achieving union and manifestation of its will, kind of merging with the universe and having that experience of unity. And I feel like that's taking place on the physical plane too. That you are, you're succeeding in your manifestations. You've got the ability right now to create whatever you want, to do what you do. If you're a painter, you paint. If you're a dancer, you dance. If you're a business person, you business person. Is living that life that's natural to us and not feeling inhibited, not feeling encumbered. I feel like you've freed yourself from karma, maybe. Burned away the seeds of karma. It is truly an enlightenment. Okay? I think it's an experience of nirvana. I think it's moksha. I think it's liberation. I think we're free from karma in a way. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it doesn't feel that way. Okay? Fire and earth here. Fire and earth. You've got the Prince of Wands, which is fixed fire energy. It's a Leo energy. It is a sustained effort over the course of time. And of course, you have the Prince of Pentacles, which is a Taurus energy. It's a sustained effort over the course of time. Right? So you've got this very powerful and potent ability to build something right now. You're building the universe itself in every moment that you're conscious, right? But you're also building something in your life. Okay? So there's a practical side to all of this too. And I think whatever you apply yourself to is going to be extraordinarily successful right now. So do something. Do what you do. Do what you do and watch it grow. Mystery card, Empress, maybe. I think the Empress would be the perfect card, because what happens when the sun shines on the earth? Well, plants grow, right? What happens when you apply your sunshine to the earth of your life? Well, your life grows, right? Your kind of the universal reality and your personality, right? Your personal reality. The universal self and the universal reality, the personal self and the personal reality. Okay. So I think the lower octave of the universe would be the Empress here. And of course, that's what the Princess of Pentacles is trying to transform into anyway. But maybe not. Whatever is here will be our confirmation. Let's take a look. Of course, it's going to be something challenging, like a Nine of Swords, right? Sometimes the Nine of Swords is, it's kind of to me, very Buddhist. It's existence is suffering, right? This is the card of suffering. It's not happiness, right? We want a Nine of Cups, right? Always. I want a Nine of Cups. I want happiness. I want to be happy. This is saying we have suffering. And perhaps this is your realization about the universe as being not always pleasant. Yeah. Sometimes this is again, chop wood, carry water, right? After enlightenment, we still got to be human beings. We've still got to deal with issues. We still got to deal with stress. There still will be suffering in the world. But the thing is, since you've burned away the seeds of karma, you're not creating any more suffering. Maybe maybe we have our head in our hands, we're crying tears of joy here because we've been liberated from suffering. Maybe this is that moksha, that freedom, that liberation. Of course, there's still going to be ups and downs of life, but maybe we've found a way to not unnecessarily create more suffering in our lives. Sometimes I think of this as like big breakthrough in our psychotherapy, where we've untied a knot of karma. I always say that the magician is someone who's able to look inside and start dealing with those buttons, those triggers, those knots of karma, those weak spots, those sore spots that are preventing us from channeling the light through us, right? This is you with an ability to channel that light straight through you. It's shining right out of you, right? Which means that you've removed the blockages. And maybe this is the card that symbolizes that liberation from those blockages. You have finally remembered that you're the magician. That's what the tarot does, tries to teach the fool that it is and always has been the magician, but has forgotten. And maybe this is that moment we realize that we've cleared the blockages. I realize now, I remember, I'm the magician. Oh yeah. Duh. Right? We're going to do an extended reading. We're going to do an I Ching hexagram. We're going to do some oracle cards. There's a link up top. There's a link down below. New readings for Scorpio Wednesday and Saturday. Be sure to watch both readings. If you want to watch the extended readings at the website, go to doveandserpenttarot.com. I've got some essays and things that I'll be posting more of on the website, and you can find the extended readings over there. Also find me on Patreon. Okay. Check out my wife's channel too. She does Zodiac tea leaf readings. She's over at Ula Tea Leaf Readings. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do. These readings are totally free. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.